Heyo. So, not gonna lie, I kind of procrastinated on this. It's almost. How do I put it? Time's passed both quickly and slowly at the same time. On the one hand, I'm kind of excited to leave the festive season behind, but on the other hand, I wish I got more sleep. But, you know. Speaking of wishing for more time, kind of wish. Well, I guess if you haven't heard, one of the major YouTubers in Nichi Sanji is going to be graduating soon. Pomu. She's literally been there since day one of the English branch. So it's pretty heartbreaking to see her, how I put it, decide to put in her graduation. And also the fact that it's in 2 weeks. So with that, I'll be looking to finish up this portrait of RN and probably move on to some sort of drawing for her. Like, the girl's been going hard. Like, if it weren't for those 3 girls, I doubt EGEN would be where it is now. So, all my love to Pomu. I hope she has time to take a step back. How do I put it? Yeah, catch a break, get some time to reflect, and yeah, hopefully move on to new and different things. So with that said, let's move on to our drawing. So, this is what I was working on before. I basically had to go back and redo a few things. So this was the original outline, and here was like the stuff I was going for. So I think I was going a bit too experimental. I think I just needed to stick with one type of texture, I guess. Like, I like where I was going with the watercolor over here with the face, but it just seemed to clash with the other parts, such as like the outline over here. If I take away the outline, it doesn't look too good. I'll save the style for Halloween though, because this is actually pretty spoopy, so it could be interesting later on. But for a style that would work with the outline, I decided to go back to my roots, work with the more what's called expressionist sort of like woodblock style. Whoops, not that one. Not you. You? Yeah, there we go. So for tonight, I'll be trying to experiment a little bit more, see if cutting it in red could, you know, if this gives it, or if this can work out, which it might actually. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Just need to adjust my size a little bit. Otherwise it's too, yeah, there we go. Too small. This is turning out way better than I expected. Like, I probably need to brush up about how to do, how I put it, proper shading and stuff, especially with the hair over here. I haven't really encountered a model like this before, so it's been interesting to try and give my own interpretation about like where the light's hitting, and that sort of thing. Fill in the gaps, you know? I think it's worked out for the most part. At the very least, stylistically, it looks cool. I think that's all I could really want as an artist. Finding one's own style, you know? I just gotta be sure that the style matches up with what the expression's trying to convey. So, like, I guess I'll have to keep that in mind for next time, because this is a very relaxed face, but the way I'm drawing it makes it seem more intense than it should be. But I think that's okay. Aran has pretty good comedic timing now that I think about it. Anyways. Then from here I just gotta correct for the lighting. So I'll add in, or I'll erase any dark spots for, or I'll erase some portions to make the dark spots seem darker. There we go. Okay, now to do the same for the bang over here. I also didn't realize that, whose birthday's coming up tomorrow? Amelia Watson's birthday is coming up literally tomorrow. I remember watching Ame for, or since debut actually, now that I think about it. And I also have a friend who's like a pretty decent, or a pretty avid watcher of her. He doesn't catch every stream, but he's around when it counts, such as like concerts or 3D stuff. I guess why I'm going with that is Amelia Watson has been incredible for, well, no, like tracking her growth, actually. She has consistently been, how do I put it, entertaining, inventive, collaborative. A girl goes out of her way to really try and mix things up, which I really appreciate. She really just paved the way for Hololive, especially for the early days of EN. She's a little bit underrated nowadays, but there's no mistaking about, how I put it, how much credit she deserves. I need to make this wider. There we go. Now that I think about it, this kind of looks like a leaf. Like a maple leaf. But maybe that's just me. .12:05. Gotta wrap this up in about half an hour-ish. Have just a few other chores to finish up before the day ends. Probably should have erased the white before applying this, but that's fine. Like, if I were to redraw someone in this style, it'd probably be Girl DM. Like, in any one of her costumes now that I think about it. Doing it in a Watson might be interesting, though. But I'll probably prioritize Pomi first. Okay. I'll stretch this out a little bit more. Oops. Alright, I think that looks fine. Just gotta... There's this hair over here, which... Not too sure where to go with it, as well as like the hair down here. Honestly, this is just a bit of a mess. A lot of guessing about where the strands would go. I think I'll leave this area blank-ish. Because, again, I don't know. Ariane's back hair is very strange. And since I adjusted the head angle, I won't be able to see everything back there either. So I could just leave it like this. Yeah, there we go. That's too much. I need a firm line. And then race. Oh, no, too much. There we go. So, the light is hitting basically head on. So that should mean that there is glaze here. A little bit over here. Definitely over here. And then probably over on the tips. Gotta be careful not to overdo it. Wait, no, if it's head on. Might need to adjust. Or we could say that it's hitting from here as well as the backlight, but yeah, whichever works. All I'll do is go back and trim the fat a little bit. Because I put it. You don't want to overdo it or else it'll seem messier than it needs to be. So something like this can work. There we go. Oh. There is a bit of a split over here. Careful of all that noise. Oh, that's too bold. There we go. too much. That's still too much. I think at this point I'll just go with whatever kind of fits the aesthetic. So if it's messy, it's messy. It's kind of hard to see anyways. And then I'll just erase what I don't need. And hopefully this creates a cool effect. Okay, so now we start erasing. Gotta be mindful of my darks and light zones. Oh, shoot. Not that. There we go. I'll need to go back and adjust the skin over here because it seems a bit weird. Ideally, I want to even it out. There we go. Okay, back to the bangs. I need to find that back part. So this over here is actually one big bang. I mean, not the band, but, you know. So I'm gonna need to refine it just a little bit more. There we go. So this part here will be kind of dark. Hmm. Just gotta retry how I did that line. Maybe not. There we go. Not gonna lie, this is really messy, but I kind of love it. we go. Trying to remember the last time I guess Teenies would have been the last, I think. But I feel like now I've gotten a bit more mastery at this. And now I can introduce new colors to this too, so I think that's a pretty good improvement. There we go. Don't want it to be too clear. Just gotta get rid of the longer lines. Sure, the light might hit in weird ways, but I think that's okay. What matters is the impression and style that goes with it. Okay. What to do with this one? I guess in other news, I hope you guys checked out the Hall Advent second costume. That was pretty hype. I love the inventiveness that people have for that sort of stuff. Using templates to create something new. I've only entered one costume contest before, but that was specific to Final Fantasy XIV. It was really easy to do too, considering that it was just a hairstyle contest. Fun times. It helps me get into drawing this. Or at least like drawing in general. I think I'm nearly at completion. Just gotta touch up a few things here and there with the these highlights, or at least the shine. not gonna lie, foods and fashion and art should be taught a lot more. Like, art leads to so many different avenues, yet it's usually the one that gets cut. Like, art can be taken, like, and explored in so many different perspectives. Like, how you put it, if you're looking at art history, that's social studies. You're looking, or English for that matter. You're looking at how people make meaning through visual stuff, or not even visual stuff, sometimes it's auditory too, or a mixture. I think that's really cool. More importantly, it's like, how I put it, drawing is something anyone can do. Just takes a little bit of practice. Well, not a little bit. It takes, what, 10,000 hours to be good at something? But it's something that, if you put your mind to it, it's something you can achieve. There are so many people willing to help out, give advice, show tutorials, all of that. The downside to focusing so much on art is that sometimes the materials can be costly, but, you know, nothing ventured, nothing gained, right? And the beauty of art is that you can pretty much do it anywhere. You're not necessarily restricted to, how do I put it, like a Chromebook or something like that. Just get a piece of paper and draw. Okay. Now for background. I could just have it stay as this, actually. Oops. I need ears. There we go. Oh, shoot. There we go. Just a little bit more. Okay. I think that should be okay. That's too strong. I think it's done. Nice. So, I think that'll be it for this stream then. I'll start working on something else for tomorrow. Yeah. Pretty proud of this one. Like, I had a really tough time getting the right texture down for this, but it turned out pretty good. I'll probably make that nose just a little bit smaller. But otherwise, I think we're on the right track. Oh, shoot. Yeah, there we go. So hope you guys enjoyed watching that. I know I had a pretty good time. Very happy with how it turned out. I need to adjust something with the bangs, but otherwise it's pretty much complete. Yep. Anyways, hope you guys have a good night. Oh, and what's my schedule for tomorrow? Hold on. Right, more Lies of P. Oh no, shoot, that was supposed to be today. Whoops. Maybe I'll do a late night stream then. Alright. I guess I'll catch you in a bit. Yeah.